Well, fireworks are the traditional way of celebrating a new year and other festivities. Although they might look beautiful in the night sky, they can also be dangerous, even deadly to humans and animals. So as the year comes to an end this weekend, fireworks will be the order of the day. But is the general public aware of the dangers and safer ways of using fireworks? For more on this, we're joined by spokesperson for Johannesburg EMS. Radebe joins us via our video link this morning. Nana, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming on to the program. It's probably one of your busiest times of the year, heading into New Year's weekend.
Definitely a very busy time when everybody wants to celebrate. This is the time that we have to ensure that people are safe and the fireworks that they're using correctly, so that we're able to lessen the amount of incidents that we usually to respond to between today and the 2nd of January.
So what are the kinds of incidents related to fireworks that you normally have to respond to during any time of the year where people choose to celebrate in this way? But let's talk about New Year's Eve.
I think mostly it would be kids that are affected by fireworks. We can't say there's correct usage of fireworks when it comes to kids that are not monitored at the time. They would be pointing at each other with the fireworks, and we've had an incident where one child had his 2 fingers removed, and we've also had incidents where people had their eyes or even their hair was burnt because of the fireworks that they were using. So this is the platform where we want to say to parents that be vigilant, please assist kids at the time stipulated for you to use fireworks.
Yeah, or keep them away from fireworks altogether and just ensure that a responsible adult is doing the lighting and so on.
That would definitely be what we require, that parents take proper care and they make the day enjoyable and joyful, and they are responsible for the lighting of fireworks, because when it comes to kids, you can be there, but you can't be very sure what they can do next.
So, Nana, what is your advice to people who insist on using fireworks to ring in the new year? Like, what are the practical steps that you think people will actually heed if you're dishing out this advice?
I think we've gone around to many areas. We've been to the inner city where we're not only checking stores, but also talking to people on how to use fireworks. What we would require is that we know that people would want to use them the whole day, but let's be in the correct, let's use them the correct way. And let's adhere to the time. So we'd have to use them between 10 and 1 a.m. Let's adhere to those times and make sure that everyone is safe when we are using them.
Yeah. So, okay, so it's children who are in danger, in your experience, at risk, at most risk when it comes to fireworks. And then, of course, it's also the issue of people who are not using fireworks, but perhaps their neighbors are, people with pets.
Definitely. We've had lots of problems with pets. Some would want to take them to places where they can be safe. But those that cannot take them, we also say that they should keep them in the house, in the garage, where they can be safe. Because when this fireworks goes, when these fireworks are on, you can't then say how far it will go. So you'd have to keep your pets in just for the night to make sure that they're safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Nana, we've covered the issue of fireworks and what people should look out for as they ring in the new year. As Johannesburg EMS, what are some of the other challenges that you experience over this time of year?
We also would want to plead with people that are staying closer to filling stations. We know that it's very dangerous to have any fireworks around a filling station. Please heed to the call and move away to a safer place if you want to do those fireworks. Filling stations would not be closed. There are people working there, and we would not want to affect our lives because of decisions that we take.
Yeah.
And as well, those that are selling, there are permits that we give to people that are selling fireworks. This is between Joburg EMS and SAPS, that permits that you would have to get to be able to sell. You can't just stand on the road and say you are selling fireworks. There are certain requirements that you'd have to adhere to. There's correct storage that needs to be placed in a correct storage when they are locked, where no one can just access them. Mm-hmm. You'd need to have fire extinguishers. You'd need to have signage to say where the fire extinguisher is. So we'd need people to adhere as well. Those that are selling, be sure that you have the correct permits and you have fire extinguishers that are serviced.
Yeah, and I suppose the reverse is true as well. People who are buying need to ensure that they're buying from a supplier that has these permits.
Definitely buy from a supplier that has these permits. We are going around. We've been to the Joburg CBD. Yesterday we're in Fortsburg, and today we're going to be in and around Alex and Midrand, just to ensure that the people that are selling have the correct permit and the fireworks are stored in a correct way. Even the storage that they have, they are allowed to keep a certain number. They would have to see if they adhere to those rules.
Nana, can we just take a step back very quickly and take us through the regulations insofar as setting off fireworks is concerned? I mean, are you allowed to do that from a residential property, or are there particular areas where you need to be setting off fireworks?
You are allowed to do it in a residential area, but I said that earlier, you can't do it if you live close by to a filling station. That would be very dangerous. They have petrol, they have diesel, and that would be very dangerous. As well as the times. People might think that you can do fireworks the whole day, but the stipulated times are from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Those are only the times that are allowed on the 31st to the 1st. It's between 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. And after that, people would not need to be doing fireworks anymore.
Yeah. Nana Radebe, let me thank you for your time and wish you and your teams well over what is going to be a very busy working weekend for EMS. So if you're planning to ring in the new year with fireworks, please do take note of all of the pointers we've been issued by Nana this morning. Thanks very much indeed for joining us.